The gallery hushes. A single canvas glows under a pool of light. A girl turns her head. Her turban, folds of deep blue and gold, gleams with the shimmer of pigment more precious than gold. Her lips part, caught between breath and speech, and her eyes find yours. The pearl catches the light, impossibly large, impossibly perfect. You lean closer, held still by something you cannot name. This is Johannes Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring, painted in Delft around 1665, and yet she is here, now. Why? How does a single painting reach across centuries to hold us in its gaze? For centuries, painters have tried to capture life, but few have captured presence. Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring is more than portraiture, more than paint on canvas. It is an enigma, a girl whose name we do not know, whose story remains untold, and yet whose face has become one of the most recognizable in the world. She is not a queen, not a saint, not a mythological figure. She is ordinary and extraordinary, a mystery that refuses to fade. This is her story, and ours. To understand the girl, we must enter Vermeer's world. 17th century Delft was a modest Dutch city thriving under the Republic's prosperity. Canals carried the wealth of a global empire. Spices, silk, porcelain, silver. The Dutch Golden Age was in full bloom, a nation of traders, thinkers, and painters. Art was everywhere, not confined to palaces or churches, but filling the homes of merchants and craftsmen. Scenes of daily life, women reading letters, children playing, men drinking in taverns, adorned the walls of modest homes. Vermeer was part of this flourishing culture, but unlike Rembrandt, who painted drama and grandeur, Vermeer painted quiet. He captured the small, fleeting moments that others overlooked. Johannes Vermeer was born in Delft in 1632. He married young, fathered many children, and lived in the home of his mother-in-law. He was no wealthy master. Fewer than 40 paintings can be firmly attributed to him. He painted slowly, meticulously, producing perhaps 2 works a year. Vermeer never left Holland. He never gained European fame in his lifetime. He struggled financially, often in debt. And yet, in his studio, he created visions of light so delicate that they would outlive him by centuries. He transformed the ordinary into the eternal. Milk pouring into a bowl, a woman reading by the window, a girl turning her head. But who is she? Girl with a Pearl Earring is not technically a portrait. It belongs to a Dutch genre called a tronie, studies of expression, costume, and light. These were not commissions. They were experiments, exercises in imagination. Yet Vermeer's tronie feels personal. Her gaze is too direct, her presence too vivid. Some say she was Vermeer's daughter. Others whisper she was a servant in his home. Still others believe she never existed, that she was a face summoned from imagination, made real through paint. Perhaps her identity is not the point. Perhaps the mystery is why she feels so alive, even as history has erased her. Look closer at the pearl. It seems solid, luminous, weighty. But it isn't. The pearl is an illusion, only a few strokes of paint, a dash of white, a curve of shadow. It is less a pearl than the suggestion of one, made believable by Vermeer's mastery of light. The turban, too, is theatrical. Exotic fabrics of blue and yellow, draped in a way no Dutch woman would have worn. The blue, ultramarine, was made from ground lapis lazuli, mined in Afghanistan, and worth more than gold. Vermeer used it with abandon, even while in debt. Was it extravagance or necessity? Perhaps he knew only this rare pigment could achieve the depth of glow he sought. Every detail conspires to enchant. And yet there is nothing around her. No room, no objects, no story. She emerges from darkness, timeless and unbound. Vermeer's true genius was not in subject, but in light. Notice the glow on her cheek, the way one eye shines while the other retreats into shadow, the glint on the pearl, echoing the shape of the world around her. Light was not decoration for Vermeer, it was revelation. It transformed canvas into presence. Scientists studying his work have suggested he may have used optical aids, a camera obscura, to refine the play of light. Whether or not he did, the result is the same, a girl who appears not painted, but present. It is not her beauty that captivates us. It is the feeling that she is here, now, turning toward us, about to speak. After Vermeer's death in 1675, his name faded into obscurity. His paintings were misattributed, forgotten, sold for small sums. It wasn't until the 19th century that art historians rediscovered him. When Girl with a Pearl Earring re-emerged, it stunned audiences. How had a face so modern, so alive, been hiding in the shadows of history? By the 20th century, she had become one of the most beloved paintings in the world. Exhibitions drew crowds so large that guards had to guide the flow of people. Reproductions spread her gaze across posters, postcards, and screens. She became not just a painting, but an icon. In recent years, technology has revealed even more. Using X-rays and advanced imaging, conservators discovered changes Vermeer made. A green curtain once hung behind her. He painted it out, choosing darkness instead. Tiny cracks in the pearl show how little paint was used, proving its illusionary nature. Even centuries later, she keeps her secrets. Her influence stretches far beyond Delft. She has inspired novels, films, and endless interpretations. Tracy Chevalier's novel reimagined her as Vermeer's servant. A film starring Scarlett Johansson brought her into cinemas, breathing new life into the myth. She is endlessly reinvented, yet never replaced. And so she remains, in Delft, in The Hague, on walls and screens, in memory and imagination. A girl who may never have lived, yet who continues to live more vividly than most. Her gaze does not tell us who she was, it asks who we are. The secret she carries is not hers alone. It belongs to us, in the questions we ask, in the meaning we seek, in the moments we feel seen by something beyond time. So when you meet her eyes, ask yourself, what does she see in you?